And we're back. We'll be picking up at the end of chapter 2. Let's see what we got. But in case you didn't know, welcome to the Noodle Show, and I am your host, Seti. Or the crazy crack monkey who talks while playing video games. Something like that. Oh boy. These two just need to get a room and sort this shit out. That's all I'm saying.
Morning. You two are up early.
I want to make this very clear before we leave. You are my classmate. You are not my friend. We may be in the same group, but I would appreciate it if you would not address me as casually as you seem wont to do.
Our class's vice president is as stubborn as ever.
Say that again! I dare you!
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
It looks like we're all gathered then. Shall we be leaving?
We might as well, though there's still some time before our train leaves.
That's fine.
I have no objections either.
Well, let's go.
This is going to be a long weekend.
Oh yes, Randy, it will be a long and glorious weekend of shenanigans. But before we rush off into the wild blue yonder, we will check the cafe, because you know, cafe has something to sell. Oh no, this is rest and see what you got. Please, man, please. Could do some fishing, maybe. Oh boy. Not one lick of stress in that boy. Oh hey, it's one dude. That's a good thing, I guess. Oh, we have nothing. Okay, so, you know what? Let's just proceed. I'll have to check the campgrounds. I doubt there's going to be any hidden event, but let's just see. Maybe we'll find something. We find nothing. Okay, yeah, let's just head to the train station and get this party started. Trista Station. Yes. Oh, dear God. It's more than tedious. Oh, we got Gaius' vote of confidence. This might end badly, folks. Still have a speaking suspicion Emma's the cat. She's the cat. And boy, that sounds like a cell phone ringing, honestly. It doesn't sound like a train's horn, it sounds like a cell phone ringing. Good coffee. Fee. Good call. Good coffee. Just yawn. Let's see if we can get Eustace and Machias to control thyself and be cordial. I highly doubt that we can. I firmly expect this to be one of them moments where I want to strangle one of them too. One of them too is going in the sport slot. It's a cell phone. It's not a horn, folks. That's a cell phone. That is definitely a cell phone. Pardon my coffee. Oh, this is going to be the most joyous of train rides. Oh, God. Oh, he is berating them but good. And he joins in. Oh my god. Are we making headway? God, are you such a butthurt little commoner whose daddy's worked his way up, and you're just this butthurt little boy? Arceus, please, man, grow up. Oh my God, you know what? Just kick them both out. You three do it together. Leave them to the winds. 3 shoots and wins. Oh, yeah, there you go, Eustace. At least get with the program. Thank you. Finally. Oh my God. Oh dear God, poor Reem. He is officially the glue of this group. Oh yeah, we're stopping in Celtic. Oh, never mind, we're going through. Oh dear God. here. Blade Blade! We will start with Machias.
I'm not going to hold back.
Let's see if I do any better. I only won one game last time. But we must improve.
Well then, go ahead and draw. It looks like you're up first. We're even. We'll have to redraw. It looks like you're up first. We're even. We'll have to redraw. It looks like you're up first. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Oh! Now you've done it. Oh! Mirror! Now you've done it. Looks like I win this time.
I suck at this game. Ah, so they do say different stuff.
Please go easy on me.
Yeah, I need you to go on either me, Emma. Because I get a feeling.
Shall we draw then? Oh, it looks as though the first move is yours. Ah, we have the same score. Let's draw again. Allow me to play first then. Oh no, this could be trouble.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, I'm using a mirror. Ouch, I wasn't expecting that. Ouch, I wasn't expecting that. Ah, we have the same score. Let's draw again. Allow me to play first then. It looks as though I win this time.
Roasted. They're just roasting me alive. Use this?
If we have to.
Yes, we have to, because I want my bonds to go up.
Draw a card. I'll be going first. How about this?
How about
We
this?
have the same score. Let's redraw. I'll be going first. We have the same score. Let's redraw. I'll be going first. Now you've done it. Now you've done it. Now
Bolt
you've
him
done
down.
it. Now you've done it. Oh, you impertinent little... Oh, you impertinent little... At least it wasn't a complete waste of
win.
time.
Be what you want to.
Let the battle begin.
No, it's battle. We're gonna lose, because she's gonna rock us.
We draw here, right?
We're gonna rock up sucking robots.
I'm first. Take this.
Pow.
Take this.
Pow. 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 I'll take that for
Crap. Take this.
I'll take
Crap.
mine back from you.
Ouch. Ouch. Mirror.
I win.
Guess I lost.
Okay, let's stop the talking and continue the story. Promise to pray hard now. All the interesting stuff that will be happening is going to happen. Yay, we're there.
Lord Eustace. Lord Eustace, welcome back to Bereahard.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Amazing.
I can't believe all the station employees would abandon their duties to come and welcome him.
He's a real VIP.
I've returned here as a student of Thor's military academy to conduct a field study. I believe you were informed that this manner of excessive welcome is neither necessary nor desired. Were you not? Well, yes, but...
You're a child of the Alberea household. If anything, we should be apologizing for not giving you an even greater welcome. Please, allow me to carry your luggage.
We would be honored to carry the belongings of your classmates as well.
That won't be necessary.
Huh?
Lord Rufus?
Uh-oh. The older brother.
Rufus?
What?
My beloved brother, it's a pleasure to see you again. To think it's been 3 months. Where did the time go? I wasn't expecting to reunite with you so soon, but I'm delighted to have the opportunity.
As am I. You seem well.
I take it these are your fellow members of Class 7?
Yes, that's correct.
You know about us?
Of course. I've read all about you in my brother's letters. Where are my manners, though? My name is Rufus Alberea. Eustace is my younger brother. You needn't hide your shock. It would come as no surprise at all to learn that my brother has never once mentioned me. He is, after all, quite easily embarrassed.
That's not...
He's being toyed with.
I can hardly believe my ears. What happened to the arrogant young upstart we've come to know and mostly tolerate?
Ah, but I digress. This is no time for idle chatter. I came to escort you to your lodgings for the weekend.
Wait, you don't mean...
The car is parked outside. Welcome to the verdant city of Bereahard. I hope you enjoy your stay, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Okay, something's up. Rufus. Rufus, I don't trust him.
I see. So the one responsible for selecting our tasks this time around was...
Indeed. I selected them on behalf of my father. Allow me to present you with this.
Oh, so that's how Rufus knows.
Thank you.
It really is a fascinating coincidence. I never imagined my younger brother would become classmates with the son of Lord Schwarzer.
Huh? You know my father?
Certainly. Baron Theo Schwarzer is an old acquaintance of mine. Many years ago, I accompanied him to a falconry competition held in the suburbs of Heimdall. He taught me much about the practice and its etiquette. Why, that must have been 10 years ago now. Is he doing well these days?
Yes, he's quite well, and still just as fond of hunting as ever.
Splendid, splendid. And you must be the son of Governor Regnitz, no?
That's correct. I'm surprised you knew.
Indeed. I encounter him quite often when taking care of official matters in the capital. Though our positions may be different, he has given me excellent advice in the past. I feel it must be fate that you two would end up in my younger brother's class. Please do try and get along with him.
I will consider the possibility with an open mind.
Wonderful. And I would be remiss if I were not to acknowledge our two beautiful ladies. No doubt your presence brings a touch of elegance to my younger brother's academic life.
Oh, I'm honored you would say so.
It's nothing like that.
Can we please stop discussing me? And when you say lodgings, you can't possibly be referring to...
Need you even ask? Naturally, you'll all be staying at the Alberea family mansion.
But...
I jest. Father's instructions were that I should do with you as I wish. So, considering the circumstances of your visit, I've had a hotel room prepared. That way you'll be able to concentrate more easily on your field study, no?
Oh, thank you. Truly appreciate it.
I'm afraid we'll need to end our charming repartee here, however, for I can see your hotel coming into view now.
He doesn't seem like a bad guy, but he's going to be the bad guy. Just know it. Either that, or I'm going to surely be eating my words. Shaggy. Penelope, she's got this. Holy biscuit rose.
Who's this a statue of?
It seems to be a statue of Saint Veronica.
Oh, you know of her?
Okay. I can get used to this. Artisan Street.
This street seems kind of different from the others.
This is Artisan Street, where craftsmen and merchants ply their trades.
Not sure about it. Definitely for the day 2 stuff though. Factory, thank you. Interesting. I have a lot of things that I could do. Okay, we'll go with that. Hold on. shop could do something different. Turner's Jewelry. Who's this? about north. To the highway.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
Here we go!
Actually, no. And since we're fighting an egg snake.
There!
I'll handle it.
That.
Arcus, activate.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
It's my turn. Arcus, activate. Yeah.
Okay. Arcus, activate.
Yeah.
Yeah. My turn. Arcus, activate.
My turn!
Okay, the raccoon is not playing. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Yeah.
My soul. It hurts. I just got pressed
Very well.
by a raccoon.
I'll handle it. There we go.
That was big, guys.
It's my turn. Yeah.
My turn. There we go.
My turn. Now.
Welcome.
Okay, that's better.
We fight pretty well together.
It was hardly a challenge.
Okay, orbitals. Boards.
Oh, a lake.
It looks so pretty.
But he was. there, little house of horrors, little shop of horrors, monster thingy. The feed me
Now's
see
the
more
chance.
comments
Let's get
are
'em.
about the
My turn.
be abound. Since you look like you're
Arcus,
special,
activate.
Swiffy,
I'll
Swiffy.
handle it. Here we go.
I'll handle this.
See if we can use this as a little bit.
Ha!
Yeah.
Okay.
Target's
good.
eliminated.
Good.
Let's get going.
Good job. Because after we're done, we'll meet in the treasure chest. Okay, the Egbert brother here is about to be Egberted all over the... Oh, Jesus. He saw me. Egbert. Calm yourself, Egbert. Egbert. There we go. We got
Let's get this over with.
Go!
Okay. Let's see
Okay.
how it likes cold bloodedness.
Here we go.
Snake. It's probably cold
I'll handle
blooded,
this.
therefore not going to be very useful. But because of this, we are doing this a little differently.
Yeah.
Namely, we will be looking at... Oh, nice. Okay, that...
Arcus, activate. Yeah.
Well, apparently that works very well then.
Ha!
And so does
We'll
that.
cut our own path.
Very pretty scenery though. I will give them that. This is gonna be our...
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Now's the chance.
Yes,
Let's
that's a
get 'em.
beautiful looking treasure chest.
I'll handle it.
We're going to own it. Because
My
there's
turn.
no reason to waste
Go.
BP on this thing.
I'll help.
I want to have triple
My
attack.
turn. Go!
Welcome. It's my turn. Yeah. Let's keep going.
Well, this might be useful. We're gonna have our repeater. Let's back to the cap. Coming out this way. Running away from the little shops of horrors thing. I mean, it's like feed me Seymour. As
We have the advantage.
Oh, the feed me Seymours are there.
Here we go.
Dishes. So we're
My
gonna
turn.
play Feed Me Seymour.
Got it.
There!
Good job.
Very well.
Can you wave them too? No, we can't. Going to spear maybe? Yes, we can.
Okay.
We will, just in case, administrator.
Huh?
Ha!
Okay, so the AC treatment did not kill them.
Yeah!
But the limit is
My
right.
turn. Now.
That counts down.
Go! There!
Still quite a bit damage.
Go!
Yes.
Very well.
Useless should have that.
Okay. Okay.
Looks like we got this.
Let's keep going.
Thieves and more monsters are not my favorite things to run.
Right!
Arc Slash.
Damn, chump.
Starbridge, beyond here is out of bounds for our field study.
Okay. Bounds first, still spinning. Maybe we will be transversing all this train eventually. Skip by him, skip to my loot. As we keep running. Uh-oh. Whoa, military guys coming by. Trucking down the road. Nope, are they trucking into town? Hold on to your butts. There's the station. Bombs relaxing, so a bunch of. Interesting. Holy cows, mode. Yeah, we need to get some money to get some weapons. Bucks. Books are little sub events. Seem to be good. I'm assuming the hotel's a place to stay, so street, Charles Jewelry. Oh my god. Dude was cool. Wait a minute, what does he sell? I must know. Lots of good stuff. Okay. I am a little upset with said person. Okay, to the path. We're going to the path. Dun, 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 oh god, Castlevania Symphony of the Night is on the brain. Could be interesting if you put the music to it though.
That bridge above us looks like it dates back to the Middle Ages.
It is. It's been there for several hundred years.
Yeah, we need to get enough money there. Crocodile turtle! Crocodile turtle! I repeat. Turtle Croc. Turtle Croc. He has one life. Turtle Croc!
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
Holy evil crocodile turtles. Look at the teeth on that thing.
Arcus,
We're gonna try hitting all three of them at once.
My turn. Here we go.
Very well.
Hey. Use this man. Put the smack
It's
down
my
on
turn.
him. Stealth
Arcus,
turtle. Oh
activate.
Jesus, they're a stealth turtle. Weren't they turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Get. Ow.
I'll handle it.
Okay,
Now.
0 damage. 0 damage with our present.
here we go.
That right there, sir. Is what we have to
Arcus,
do.
activate.
My turn. Huh. Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, however, go into our notes, go into our recipes. You know, I should get some tomatoes and some grain.
Okay. This one's my specialty. It'll be good.
That's pretty good, setup right there.
I'll do what I can. It looks great if I do say so myself. That came out well.
Whoa, that's the front. I thought that was a tail. And that thing is... Okay, freaking hug. Look at Diggy. You're gonna get hit.
Let's get this over with.
My turn.
Nancy does.
I'll handle it.
She doesn't handle this. Oh, ow!
I'll handle this.
She just got ouched.
Go!
Right in the face.
Yeah! Yeah!
The Anteater 9000.
Okay.
My turn.
Very well.
Keep that one, Eustace. We got this.
Okay. Yeah! I'll handle it.
Here we go.
I'll handle this. What a waste of time. Let's go.
Nothing is a waste of time, Eustace. Nothing.
The advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
Go.
My turn.
I'll handle this. How pathetic.
Canyon Path 2. That Anteater is looking at me hardcore. He wants me. But we got
have
him.
the advantage.
My turn.
Okay.
I'll handle this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'll handle this.
It's my turn. Yeah.
I'll handle it.
My turn.
I'll handle this.
Thrust.
Now!
Broken. My turn.
Yeah. Let's keep going. We have the advantage.
Here we go.
The Mantis.
Okay.
That's gonna be a lot of pain. So what we're gonna do?
Arcus activate.
My turn.
It's my turn. Arcus
We're gonna
activate.
straight down that way.
Okay.
Now.
Here we go.
I'll handle this.
My turn. Now.
We got it.
There!
Perfectly.
We fight pretty well together.
It was hardly a challenge.
Well, the challenge, young man, but you say that, but ooh, that looks like a mean critter right there.
A dangerous foe. Stay on guard.
Oh, crackers. Critter is... Get it. Get it. Get it.
one looks dangerous. Be careful!
I'll handle it. Target locked.
My turn.
What's this?
Arcus, activate.
Very well.
Uses? Yeah, please.
It's my turn!
Ready to make guns? Pulverize them. That did hardly anything. Ow! 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 That was a hold on to your pantyhose right
Okay.
there.
Arcus, activate.
Stealth turtle. Stealth turtle.
Yeah.
My turn.
Okay, Mr. Stealth turtle.
My turn. Go!
Oh, wow.
My turn.
Mr. Stealth Turtle is down. I repeat, Mr. Stealth Turtle is down.
Okay!
You know what? We're gonna take them both.
Here! Now!
That is a crit.
My turn.
Okay.
I'll handle this.
Useless. Store heat wave these.
It's my turn!
My turn.
Okay. Down. But we can't relax yet.
Got some bath salts out here.
This looks like quite an old road, though it does seem well reinforced.
Yep. Looks like a lot of armored vehicles come this way.
Eustace does not seem thrilled with that little voice-activated conversation.
Let's get this over with.
Okay, so we have Bad Panda.
My turn.
As we know, Bad Panda is Bad Panda. And she missed a
Go.
crit.
Now's a chance.
Please don't miss crits.
Very well.
It's my turn!
Actually, we're gonna arch this with breath.
Yeah!
Suppose I should thank you.
My turn.
Go!
Let's stop that hand over there.
My turn.
As you know, Mr. Bad Panda can be very, very bad panda, you honest?
Okay.
There!
Here we go.
Yeah! Here!
Very well. Now!
I'll Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Yes, we're safe, because the hostile...
Making progress. Success.
A matter of course.
I did it!
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
Okay,
Okay.
Target locked.
Now.
Go.
Big foot down.
I'll handle this. Be gone!
It's my turn.
Attack.
Gleaming blade. Go.
Whoa! There, Emma.
Okay.
Oh no, the miss.
My turn.
The swing and the miss.
My turn.
Alright, useless. Get the wreck.
I'll handle
Get the wreck. Oh my god.
Here we go. Now's our chance.
I'll help. Yeah.
This.
I'll handle this.
Oh my god. Useless. Don't do it anymore, guys. Oh yes, it missed. Is it a counter?
Too slow.
Counter.
Here we go. Okay, it's safe for now.
I didn't notice there was a path here.
Oh,
The monster we're looking for should be just ahead.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him. My turn.
man, size. Horn eater. Oh.
Here we
At
go.
least it's damageable like that, so look it up. Arc slash 2 of them down?
Go.
Because I
I'll
can.
help.
I'll handle this.
Use this. Take your own way. Over here.
Be gone!
Yeah.
We will eat
Gleaming
red
blades.
to a mata,
Go.
because that is just
This is it.
lovely.
I'll handle it.
We will sweep across
Target
the
locked.
here.
My turn.
And then we will arc slash these two again.
My turn.
My turn.
Got it.
There!
We fight pretty well together.
It was hardly a challenge.
Do.
I did it.
Green is getting back on course, being caught up with Bacon. Got some stealth turtles over there. Got some manas over there with a box of whole box of bad over there.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
Here we go.
Okay, the advantage is ours. Let's finish this. Well, so I know they don't like the,
Okay.
Target locked.
I'll handle this.
blade. Go!
I'll handle it. Target locked.
Very well. Arcus, activate!
My turn. Go!
I'll help.
I'll handle it.
As I know, attack.
Target locked. It's my turn.
Darts. This ray will.
Yeah.
My turn. Arcus, activate. Huh.
Very well. Arcus, activate! I shall fulfill my duty as a nobleman.
Useless. Why? Why do you gotta be? I will fulfill my duty as a nobleman. If we get a little bit more personality.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
That's a bad looking treasure chest, because that's a whole lot of bad. But it's gonna have an item in it.
We have the advantage.
Yes,
My
we
turn.
has the advantage, so for the sake of the advantage, the Arc Slash is coming out.
Okay.
You can use this
My
to
turn.
take that one down.
Okay.
And Emma, on this one.
My turn.
Go!
My turn.
Unless Usus does that.
Okay.
Usus doing that definitely put us in this. Whoa, and he counters the lethal circle.
I'll handle it. Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
Didn't get a good bonus on that one, but that's okay.
Spy trip.
Yeah, you can spy treasure all day long.
We'll have to fight our way through.
Flames, gavel on my blade. Strike!
There goes.
Get him big. Get him big.
Sophie, dance.
My turn. Be gone!
Oh, wow. That thing decided looked
How
pretty
pathetic.
useless. But we held off. I don't know what Breeze is for, but we will check on the port's positioning for that here in a second. We'll use Breeze on her. Over there. All right. I now have a decent makeup on our green.
I spy treasure.
Yep,
Now's our chance. Let's get him. My turn.
Okay.
Very well. Now!
Welcome. It's my turn. Here.
I'll handle it.
Someone's down.
My turn.
Yeah. Here.
I'll handle it.
My turn.
Here we go.
I'll handle it.
My turn. Now!
Welcome. It's my turn. Here.
Here we go.
Okay.
I'll handle this. What a waste of time. Let's go.
Don't give to that. We've yet to fall flat on our face. That thing looks evil. Oh my god.
Dangerous foe. Stay on. Don't let it intimidate you.
Here we go.
Very well. Arcus, activate.
Leave it to me. How about about this?
Break shot. Good.
Yeah!
He does not like arts. What is it doing?
No!
Very well. Arcus, activate!
Leave it to me.
Impossible.
Yeah! No!
I suppose I should thank you.
My turn. Arcus, activate. Huh.
I suppose I should thank you.
At least I could kill this. Bomb it.
Leave it to me.
Thank you very much. It's my turn. Arcus, activate.
My turn.
No!
Appreciate it. I suppose I should thank you.
My turn.
I'll handle this.
It's my turn. Arcus, activate.
It's my turn.
No!
Appreciate it. I suppose I should thank you.
My turn. Flames, gather on my blade.
I'll handle this.
Leave it to me.
I don't need your help. Very well.
Oh, delicious.
Uses them
Impossible.
again because he can't
Okay.
contain himself.
Leave it to me.
I don't need your help. Thank you.
Go! Here we go! Arcus, activate!
Leave it to me.
My turn.
Uses? I would really love
I suppose I should thank you.
My turn!
trying so very hard to keep you guys up and running. You're making it very difficult
Very well.
on me. You two stubborn arses.
It's my turn. Arcus, activate.
At least you got a crit,
Leave it to me.
Hey, buddy. Do me a favor. Get Emma.
Thank you very much. Now.
Go!
Thank you
Suppose I
very
should
much.
thank you.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to you?
How about
You
this?
have made this horrible? And girls, you've caused so much.
Arcus, activate!
It's my turn. Arcus, activate.
I'll handle this. Arcus, activate. How pathetic.
Yeah, how pathetic for you two.
I did it!
feel like I'm growing stronger.
An A+ outcome.
A matter of course.
Done.
Eustace and Marcus, you both completely borked
That was rough.
Yeah, but we still won.
Only just.
What the hell is wrong with you, Eustace Alberea? Why did you sever the link?
Don't even think of trying to place the blame on me, Machias Regnitz. You were the one who severed the link.
You said you'd cooperate, but you just couldn't do it, could you? You couldn't bring yourself to stoop to the same level as a commoner like me. You nobles truly are beyond redemption. You're utterly hopeless, through and through.
You asinine little... Why can't you see that all of this is born from your own prejudice and narrow-mindedness?
That's enough!
Please, calm down.
Stay out of this! This is our problem!
Why don't we settle this once and for all? Let me show you how much better than you I really am.
Reen!
There we go.
Nice work.
Reen, are you all right?
Hey,
Are you injured?
I'm fine. It's just a scratch. I was so sure we'd killed it, though. Guess I shouldn't have let my guard down.
I shouldn't have either. But it's down for good this time.
I should administer first aid on that scratch. I'll need you to take off your jacket.
Yeah, she realizes it ain't just a scratch.
That feels much better. Thanks, Emma.
You're welcome. I'm happy I was able to put what we learned from Instructor Beatrix's classes to good use.
That was last week, right?
I'm sorry, Rena.
It's our fault that you were injured.
Oh, don't worry about it. It wouldn't have happened if I'd been paying more attention. I'm just glad neither of you were hurt.
Why are you so...
You should rest that shoulder for a while.
Yes, absolutely. I'd strongly recommend you fall back from the front line for the time being.
Thanks, I will. All right, let's get moving. We need to tell the Provincial Army about the monster we just defeated.
Yeah, I suppose it's not a done deal until we file our report.
Aurochs Fort isn't much farther across the canyon. We may need to hurry if we wish to be back in Bereahard before nightfall, however.
Let's go.
Hey, Reen?
Huh? What is it?
I just... Look solus Mercuri eum.
What? What did you just do?
Nothing. I just wanted to check on your bandage. Good, good. It seems fine. But please try your best to keep your shoulder firm. The less it moves, the better. You don't want your injury getting worse now.
Okay. I could swear I felt something warm flowing into my body. Maybe I'm just imagining things.
He killed you.
Right!
Very well.
My turn.
It's going to be paid. Just because of it. B is awesome. gone running around. Here, Emma.
Okay.
Emma's fine too. Gotta find them bath salts, though. Maybe graffiti on the Ouroboros' special.
We have the advantage.
Or maybe
Very well.
the other group that's working to
Okay.
this series will probably be.
It's my turn. Here.
Right! Eat that!
I'll handle it.
My turn. Now!
I'll help.
Yeah, they
Okay.
can link up just fine.
We should be safe now.
It's just you and uses Makia, because Makia, you're being a little well, both of you are being a little douches, but that's just so it's the point. That must be the wrong salt.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Mine too. So it's a mine stat upper, I bet.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish it. I'll handle it.
Oh no. Hey!
My turn.
Yeah. Here.
Took that right.
Leave it to me.
I'll handle it.
Very well.
It's my turn.
It's my turn! Eat that!
Because of all my
turn.
better weapons.
Very well.
Because these
My
starting
turn.
webs are nice and all, but
Yeah.
gotta stay somewhat darned. I'm gonna keep
Let's keep going.
Yay! Oh. No. No, no, no. But I say no. Oh,
Advantage is ours. Let's finish it.
This is not
My turn.
Crafts.
Target locked.
That's sweet. Sweet search. Nice. Yes. With a link.
My turn.
Yeah. Here.
Right.
I'll handle this.
Yeah.
Leave it to me. Take that. Go.
Nice.
Welcome.
Link.
I'll handle it.
Crit.
Gotcha.
Nice.
I'll handle this.
Should all be crits across the board.
What a waste of time. Let's go.
Iron reached level 2. Interesting. Okay.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish it.
Triple advantage. Got him.
I'll handle this.
You know what? We're just gonna get him with the worm.
Okay.
Get him with the sweet.
It's my turn.
Leave it to me. All right, let's keep moving.
Nice. Nice, nice. Noise.
This monster seems dangerous. Be careful.
Yeah, it's gonna be dangerous, but we're gonna get him.
Here.
Now's our chance.
I'll handle
We're not
it.
gonna take any chances here.
Target locked.
Very well.
Yeah. Gleaming blades. Go. Now.
There. Right.
Okay.
Just gonna use everything we can.
There you go.
Silky dance.
That's that.
My turn.
I get one weapon for us.
Be gone.
Looks like my PC's having
Right.
problems with the game tonight. Ow. No.
Impossible.
It's my turn.
Starts this.
Now.
I suppose I should thank you.
My
yes,
turn.
you should thank her.
Arcus, activate. Yeah.
Chrono Drive.
Leave it to me. Hang in there, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Yay. Do that.
Impossible.
It's my
Darn
turn.
it.
Arcus, activate.
My turn. Got it.
Gotcha.
Now.
I suppose I should thank you.
It's gonna be horrible on Useless and everybody else because we're just getting.
Impossible.
It's my turn.
Jesus.
Hang in there, everyone.
Thank you very
Take
much.
care of this really quick, like.
I'll handle it. Target lock.
It's my turn. Arcus, activate. Now.
Appreciate it.
I'll handle it. Yeah.
I suppose I should thank you.
We just got Eric.
I was
Which pretty much just wiped
Need to
us
do
out.
something.
Not bad.
It's my turn. Gleaming blade.
No. No.
Go.
No, not chancing it.
Need to do something.
How
Trick
about
shot,
this?
please.
All right, let's keep moving.
You all made that very. Oh, I made that harder on myself than it needed to be. Everybody's right up full, okay. Oh my lord.
Let's get this over with. I'll handle this.
Let's take stealth Swifties out. Like
I'll handle it. Here we go.
Leave it to me. Arcus, activate.
Okay. Gleaming blades. Go.
oh my
Hostiles
god.
neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Oh my god. Oh my god. We're through. We made it through.
Whoa, it's huge.
This is Orok's fort, one of the Kreutzen Provincial Army's premier bases.
Not how I was expecting it to look.
Well, at least it looks decent.
They modified an older fort. A lot.
Something wrong, Eustace?
No, not at all. Let's go and give our report on the monster we defeated.
Oh my god. This place is huge.
Isn't that...
It's a freight train from Bereahard?
Looks like it's carrying tanks. Pretty heavily armored ones at that.
Those are the latest models from the Reinford Company. They're called Oxen.
Eustace does not seem pleased
Ow.
about this.
Come on, we have things to do.
Gosh, why does he have to be so...
He's right, though. We really should keep moving.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Who goes there? Wait. Aren't those uniforms?
We're members of Thor's Military Academy, Class 7.
We completed a monster extermination task on your behalf and have come to give our report.
Oh, so you're the ones.
We've been expecting you. You'll forgive my curtness. Just didn't think you'd have someone so young with you as well.
So we were able to defeat the monster in question. Do you require a written report or is verbal confirmation okay?
Oh no, that's fine.
You were really able to beat that thing, though?
Somehow or another, yes?
It wasn't easy, but we managed.
Huh, not bad. Not bad at all. We probably should have taken care of it ourselves, but it was a pretty dexterous thing, so we just kind of let it be.
It wasn't tough enough to cause any of us any harm, as long as we were in our armored cars when we encountered it. But still, it took a bit of convincing for us to ask a group of students to fight it, as you might imagine.
I can understand that.
Well, provided a good opportunity for us to test our skills.
Wait.
Oh! Lord Eustace, what brings you? That uniform. Are you?
Correct. I've returned to Bereahard as part of a field study for the Academy. I'm here as a student, not as a member of the Alberea household. Please treat me accordingly, the same as you would my classmates.
As you wish.
As you wish, Lord Eustace.
Wow. Looks like even the provincial army will miss a chance to bend over backwards for him.
I would like to know, however, about the contents of that train that just passed by here.
Ah, you saw it? Our provincial army has finally started getting supplied with tanks. Isn't it exciting?
Armored cars can't hope to compete with tanks in terms of firepower, after all. And we can't let the Imperial Army be stronger than us forever.
I see. The fort also appears to have been fortified quite significantly.
Ah, yes. Some rather sizable construction work was carried out just last month. It'll take more than a little cannon fire to damage these walls now.
Our anti-air defenses are going to be strengthened in the near future, too. This should soon become a fort we soldiers of the Kreutzen province can truly be proud of. You can count on that.
I will. And with that, I believe we are done here. We should take our leave.
Okay.
It is almost evening, after all.
Roger that.
Parker has a reward.
Wait. What is the meaning of this?
Machias?
If we were on the border with Crossbell or the Republic, maybe I could understand. But why does the provincial army here need state-of-the-art tanks? Not to mention anti-air defenses and countless other fortifications. It's utter madness!
Machias.
He makes a good point.
Can you truly be so ignorant? This is the reality of the present situation within the Empire. Tensions between Osborn's reformist faction and our noble faction grow worse by the day. Though admittedly it's been happening mostly under the surface, away from the eyes of the general populace. But this is just one of the many ways that conflict is manifesting itself.
I'd heard rumors, but
No doubt my father was the one who ordered these fortifications. I have no intention of giving any comments of my own on his decision. But if you wish to lodge a complaint, I'm quite happy to listen. So?
No, it's fine. The sun's going down. We should get back to Bereahard.
yeah.
Let's go then.
I don't think Eustace exactly is happy with Daddy. Or brother. He was rather shocked to see that.
It's enormous. Stay on guard!
We're just gonna pass by because, yeah, we're already down one of our exceptionally well fighters. Looks like I got some minor artifacting going on. What the heck is that? Hey, is that one of the training things? Uh-oh, here comes a tank. Oh, thank you, God. Rin, come back to us. Rin, you out. Gonna to prove it with Emma and yeah, Emma. There we go. He's now the lead. Now we have Rin back. I feel a little more secure in fighting things. Woof woof.
Now's
You
the
fall down
chance.
now.
Let's get him. Go.
My turn.
I'll handle this.
Okay.
My turn.
Woof woof. You go down down.
My turn.
Woof woof. You go down down. How did you miss that? Useless.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He missed
My turn.
it. I mean, teetotal whiff whiff. That was without a doubt the whiff of whiff.
My turn. Hostiles
Use a
neutralized.
craft art,
Guess we're safe.
a crafts, and just whiff that badly. Oh,
A+ outcome.
oh my whiffykins.
We have the advantage.
Well, we got an advantage on this one. But not exactly what I would have called an advantage, but
I'll handle it.
he is an A+ whiffykins. That I will give him. If he is gonna whiff, he's gonna whiff.
My
but
turn.
good. Are you gonna whiff this too? I mean, if you whiff the rune blade, there is no helping you, whiffykins.
Here we go. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Making progress.
A matter of course.
Hey, people with the level 18. We now have the Lord Whiffykins, as we will now address him. Eustace, you are Lord Whiffykins. You like whiffed so spectacularly that it just deserves the title Lord Whiffykins.
Now's our chance. Let's get
And
him.
I completely
My
forgot
turn.
that.
I'll handle it.
Can we just
Target locked.
not Whiffykins this?
Got it.
There!
Yeah,
I'll
that's two
handle this.
down. Two down.
Okay. Here. We should be safe now.
Any more Lord Whiffykins coming into the Whiffy Whiffs? I mean, that was like the almighty Lord Whiff. We like Lord Whiffy that. Full whiff.
We're finally back.
My feet are killing me.
Yeah, that's kind of hike. We're also going with Lord Whiffykins. Lord Eustace Whiffy. Okay. Starving, exhausted, and we need to turn on our thing. We can figure out the summary over dinner. Yes, yes, we can. But first, no, it's probably best if we return. watch it. And before we go any further, we are getting some webs. Webs, webs, and webs. All the webs. Weapons are sound may we help you. And then we are hitting up that tailor tomorrow night. There ain't nothing but chicken wing going on this stuff. Thank you. Goodbye. One of these. These, one of these, and then we are going to upgrade this stuff, and then we're going to sell off all the old stuff. Actually, we might just go upgrade it right now. Hey, Mr. Factory Man, customize the weapon, please. We're gonna keep all this stuff because it's gonna be asinine amount of money for this, but we're not going to. Okay, now that we've gotten some upgrades, let's head to the hotel. Oh, the daddy issues are strong with this one.
The breeze here feels wonderful.
The food was delicious too.
Agreed.
I can see why this restaurant is popular with the nobles. Do you dine here often, Eustace?
I do. The chef has been good to me since I was a child. I was practically raised on this food.
How typical. Even in your dining habits, you nobles subsist on unnecessary luxury. Though I can't deny the quality of the food.
It wasn't just tasty, but warm, too.
Yes, for a high-class restaurant, the chef seems to have used a lot of very healthy ingredients. Perhaps he's doing his part to ensure Eustace stays in good health.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wonder what Group B is doing right now.
We had this exact same conversation in our group last month, too. I'm sure they're hard at work over in St. Ark. Probably nothing to worry about.
It was Celtic for you last month, right? So you were thinking of us on the first night?
Yeah. After dinner, we were wondering how Group B was getting on. Dare I ask?
Well,
Nowhere near as peacefully as now. This is a big improvement.
I kind of figured that much.
we are doing much better this time. That much is true.
Huh? And I'm sure our reports will reflect that.
It is an improvement, though I'm not convinced it's good enough.
It's not?
I'm certain Group B gave their absolute best in all of their tasks today. But can we honestly say the same? That we could have done no better? And I'm referring not just to the monster encounter, but to the handling of our other tasks as well.
We'll just have to try and make up for it in the day we have left. Besides, we had the chance to catch sight of a far bigger problem.
Yes, that's true.
First, we find out taxes are rising throughout the province. Then, we find out the military is being expanded on a grand scale. Don't even try to tell me the two aren't related.
I have no intention of denying it. But you're only looking at one side of the coin. Exactly how many Oxen tanks do you think the Imperial Army has under their control?
Well,
100 or 2, I'd guess.
Precisely. The Imperial Army's military capabilities are enormous. This nation has one of the most powerful armed forces on the continent, and roughly 70% of it is under the Chancellor's control. Tell me, how is the Noble Alliance supposed to counter that?
So you're suggesting that's why the Provincial Army needs to bolster its forces?
Considering both sides are comprised of Erebonians, it all seems so wasteful.
Ah, the travails of youth. How noble and beautiful they are.
He's back.
It's you.
Baron Blue Blanc, I believe?
It's such an honor that you would remember a mere baron. I see you've completed a hard day's work already. How splendid!
Yes, nearly.
What about you?
Alas, I have yet to be blessed with the fateful encounter I seek. The search for beauty is filled with perils and obstacles, yet that is precisely what makes it all so beautiful.
Oh, dear God.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
I most certainly will. Though it truly is a pity that the clear air of this verdant city should be tinged, if but faintly, with the scent of steel. I'd heard that Duke Alberea was a man of many interests, but I was unaware he counted playing with fire among them. I don't condemn him for it, though, for only by playing with fire can one create fireworks. Would you not agree, my friends?
I don't like your implications.
And I think this whole line of conversation is a little inappropriate.
Oh, please do pardon me, young lady. I meant no harm, I assure you. I wish you well on your remaining day here. May you reveal to me the beauty I seek by its end. Be it the lovely luster of success or the sad splendor of failure.
Who is this Baron?
Who does he think he is? This is why I can't stand nobles.
I thought you might say that. If it makes you feel better, though, I have my doubts as to whether that man truly is a noble to begin with.
What?
His behavior seems so exaggerated. Almost as if he's trying to act like the quintessential noble. Like he's fulfilling the stereotype.
Yeah, something about him feels off to me, too. But what's even stranger is that he knew we only have one day left here.
You're right.
We told him of our field study, but never once did we divulge how long we intended to remain here.
Between him and that silver object, we've been crossing paths with a lot of strange people today.
Yes, we have, Faye. Yes, we
Well,
have.
tomorrow's the end of our stint here. We can't let ourselves get distracted. We still have a lot to do.
That's right. We have to do our group proud.
Exactly.
We should return to the hotel and begin work on our reports then.
Yay! The day is done. Very weird. We're doing the panning to each room. Poor Eustace, though. Oh, he woke up.
Can't get to sleep?
I could ask you the same. You aren't going to tell me the bed's too hard for you, are you?
I wouldn't dream of it. I've never slept in a bed this high class in my life. Not even back at home.
Huh.
And yet you're the son of Baron Schwarzer. You've not lived the life one might expect of a boy from a noble family.
Yeah, that's just how my dad is. A lord should live like his people, not above them. That's how he always put it.
I see. It sounds as though you have a good family.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my upbringing.
Aren't you going to ask? I assumed you'd be curious about that brief exchange with my father earlier.
I wasn't really sure you'd want me to bring that up. You obviously get along really well with your brother, but I didn't get that same sense with the Duke. Has he always been like that?
As far back as I can remember. I suppose he just has little respect for a son born to a commoner.
What?
My brother and I have different mothers. He was born of my father's legal wife, a noble who still lives to this day. My own mother, however, was a commoner, and she passed away 8 years ago. In other words, I am his bastard son.
I had no idea. So, was that chef we met earlier?
He's my uncle, on my mother's side. Perhaps that's why he's always been so good to me. Or perhaps he's simply compelled to treat me as I deserve to be treated, being the son of the Duke.
No, that can't be. I don't blame you for being a little cynical, but there's no need to be quite so hard on yourself.
I suppose you're right.
At least Eustace is opening up.
I'm sure you have your differences, but you do get along with your brother, right?
You could say that. He's treated me well ever since I was taken in 8 years ago. He was the one who taught me my swordsmanship, and who trained me in the ways of court etiquette.
I knew it.
Pardon?
There's just something honest, I guess you could say, about the way you fight. It shows that whoever taught you was someone you really trusted. When we first met him this afternoon, I had a hunch he might have been the one. What's wrong?
Nothing at all. You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
I get that a lot.
Is your injury from this afternoon on the mend?
It's fine, honestly. There's no pain, and the wound's closed up like it was never there. I'll have to be sure to thank Emma's grandmother for her help someday.
That's good to hear. Still, from where I stand, you are something of a danger to yourself.
I am?
On the day of the entrance ceremony, when the trapdoor opened beneath us, you acted instantly to protect Elisa. There wasn't even a moment's hesitation.
Ah.
In most cases, one would reflexively act to protect himself. It's part of man's natural survival instinct. Yet you put another before yourself, not even pausing to question the validity of that decision. And you did exactly the same thing with us today. I'm sure most people would see that as an act of selflessness and sing your praises for it. But to me, it comes across as abnormal, perhaps even twisted.
Oh, poor Rin.
I don't know how to respond to that. I wasn't expecting you to see through me quite so clearly.
Well, I owed you as much for having seen through me first. Still, the point stands. You need to be more cognizant of the effects your actions have on those around you. If not for your health, then for your reputation. That selflessness of yours can just as easily be perceived as arrogance, after all.
I know it can. And you're not the first person to tell me that. What's the point in saving others if you can't spare even a moment to save yourself? That's what my old master always used to say to me.
Was it now? I suppose we both have some things we need to work through.
Yeah, but for now, we need to get a good night's sleep. If we stay up too late tonight, we're going to be dead to the world tomorrow, and that wouldn't be fair to the others.
I agree, it wouldn't be fair. To the girls, at least. I'd hate to be so tired as to limit my potential.
Hear, hear. Good night, Eustace.
Pleasant dreams.
Arceus wasn't asleep. Oh. Oh. He got to hear all that. Maybe it'll make him feel a little bad.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you. Drinks are on me someday.
Drinks on Sarah someday. Sunday, the 30th. Study, day 2. Bit of nostalgia. Hammond? Another monster. Venus man. Tramp. Yes, it is another well-balanced assortment.
Eustace Alberea.
What is it, Machias Regnitz?
I will accept no more failures. Today, we will form a combat link.
What?
As much as I may dislike you, I'm ashamed that we were unable to do what every other member of our class has accomplished. Today's monster extermination request seems as good a chance as any to make up for yesterday's failure. What did you say?
You really are simple-minded, aren't you? I suppose you overheard our conversation last night and feel some kind of affinity toward me now?
Nonsense! I did no such thing! I was fast asleep while you yammered on about your family and Reen and...
Oh, Marcus. Oh, just stepped into that. Golded right into it.
Machias.
That's pretty conclusive.
Very well. I accept. I'll be happy to show you what a proper combat link looks like.
We'll see about that. Fortunately, I have more than enough generosity of spirit to endure being paired with an arrogant noble like you.
Maybe today's field study will go more smoothly than yesterday's after all.
Lord Eustace.
Arno? What brings you here? I would have expected you to be at my father's side.
I'm terribly sorry I could not greet you upon your arrival yesterday. However, I have come today in the capacity of an escort.
An escort? To where? I'm sure you must be aware that I returned to Bereahard purely as part of a field study for my academy work.
But of course, however, His Grace has directly requested that I escort you to the mansion. So I would be most appreciative if you'd accompany me without delay.
Father? He showed no signs of desiring my company when we spoke yesterday.
I am in no position to question or oppose his orders, merely to obey them. I'm sure you understand. Though while I hesitate to speculate, I do wonder if His Excellency may feel some regret regarding his demeanor yesterday.
But...
Go with him. We can attempt to form a combat link another time.
We'll be able to handle the morning's tasks just fine on our own. Don't worry about us.
Huh. You've come all the way back to your hometown. It would be a shame not to visit with your family, right?
Agreed.
Are you certain? Very well. I'll return this afternoon. And though I will worry as to how you'll fare without me, I know you'll at least give it your best, for what that's worth.
Of course we will.
All right. Let's meet back in the hotel lobby around noon. If something comes up, just leave a message at the front desk.
Understood. Lead the way, Arno.
Gladly, sir. Please excuse us.
Well, let's get started. We wouldn't want to give Eustace any further reason to worry, now would we?
Huh, certainly not. Still...
What? What is it? If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
She's probably thinking, the worst is over, and it's all thanks to your eavesdropping.
Good boy.
Good boy, oh, Fee.
Stop that! Stop looking at me like I'm some hapless babe! Rain, you do know I still haven't completely forgiven you for lying, don't you?
Are you still hung up on that?
And Emma, I hope you're ready to score second on our midterms because I'm not about to lose to you again. But don't even think about giving those exams any less than your very best. I intend to best you when you're in top form.
You will?
And as for you, Fee, I've been wanting to say this for a long time now. Sleeping in class is an affront to our education. You need to start treating classes more seriously. Listen, take proper notes. Raise your hand now and then. And stop covering your ears when I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
Anyway, we've got a lot to do, so how about we get to it?
Right.
Oh, the game is so good. But I'm gonna save it for here and pick up tomorrow. You all have a good time. I hope you're enjoying the show, and if you do, like these sessions and what's being played, please like, subscribe, and comment. Alright, later.